What's up mga ka-vlogspot? Nandito tayo ngayon sa Fort Santiago mga ka-vlogspot para tayo ay mag-vlog. Isang historical na place na ating pupuntahan ngayon. At ngayon, iahango ko sa inyo lahat ng mga istorya tungkol sa Fort Santiago. Samahan nyo mga ka-vlogspot, tara!
Including Douglas MacArthur, William Howard.
So we are here at Fort Santiago. So I'm going to tell you some stories about history, about the Spanish era and the World War II Japanese invasion. Okay? So stay tuned mga ka-vlogspot. Let's go! Mga ka-vlogspot, this is Baluartillo de San Francisco, named San Francisco Javier by Governor General Sambiano Manrique de Lara. It protected the old postern gate when the first governor's palace was located in Fort Santiago until 1654. This was restored in 1985 by the Intramuros administration. So here's a tunnel mga ka-vlogspot. So let's go inside. Let's go. So we are here inside the tunnel. This was built by the Spanish during the Spanish era. Okay. Here we go mga ka-vlogspot. There's a small golf course around. Sorry. So let's go inside Reducto de San Francisco Javier. Let's go inside mga ka-vlogspot. So there's a small church inside. I see the whole place. Now I'm going up. Mga spot. Let's see. So here's the inside of the Fort Santiago, where you can see a lot of cannons, Spanish cannons. This is made by steel by the Spanish during the Spanish era invasion. This was used against the Filipinos who tried to invade Fort Santiago, the World Sea. Look. And during the war, when Japanese invaded this place was being destroyed because of the American bombings. Fort Santiago was used as a prison camp and also a Japanese garrison during the World War II. So here another Spanish artillery, Spanish cannon. But both those areas has already no cannons because it was destroyed during the war, during World War II. Found you guys.
Ma'am, please go back in the tunnel. Yes. Thank you. Diretso lang po tayo.
What's up ka-vlogspot? This is a former American barracks. This was built before the war to defend the city. This where Senator Egidio Aquino was imprisoned in 1943. This was destroyed during World War II. Americans bombed this place, this whole area. As you can see, the structures were all destroyed, but it was maintained. This was restored in 1951. You can see the ruins. Kablog spot, an unexploded Japanese airplane bomb during World War II, and ammunition for artillery. This was found out during the excavation in 1980s inside the dungeon, because the American treasure hunters excavated the dungeon and they found this, the airplane bomb and the artillery ammunition. And here's one, a Spanish colonial era cannon. This was used during the Spanish colonial era here in Port Santiago. And over here is another one, Spanish colonial era, old and rusted. Maybe they've been dug this out here during excavation. An old anchor, maybe from American or Japanese, but according to some tourist guide that I've heard before in the early 90s, this was from the Japanese Navy during World War II. Right, kablog spot. We're moving in for the, this is the former execution site. The former execution site of Port Santiago during World War II, where the Japanese beheading the Filipinos and the Americans. Fort Santiago Honor Roll. Fort Santiago Honor Roll, where the name of the Filipinos and Americans who are incarcerated, men and women, inside. As you can see, the names of the people who are incarcerated inside. Also the name of Captain Ferdinand E. Marcos, the father of Bongbong Marcos, the President of the Philippines. So this is the west side of Port Santiago. You can see both sides has cannons, Spanish cannons. This was the place where former battleground during the World War II, as the Japanese controlled this city during the Battle of Manila. Take a look, the beautiful Port Santiago. Experience the past of the Spanish colonial era to the Japanese wartime era. Going to the main entrance of Fort Santiago. During the 1945 Battle of Manila, you can see the M1 Sherman tank entered the entrance, main gate of Fort Santiago, and the Japanese soldiers can't stop it. Just right here, the main entrance of Fort Santiago. The picture of American Sherman tank entering Fort Santiago main gate, 1945. So we're inside the main center of Fort Santiago from the left side. So here is Plaza de Armas, central plaza within the Fort Santiago, used as open space for military drills, marches, and Arms monument to Jose Rizal, national hero martyr, erected on this site in 1953. So this is where the place where Jose Rizal was imprisoned, at this right side. And the rest are former ammunition of the Spanish colonial era and Japanese headquarters and torture chambers. So as you can see inside, there is a toilet for tourists at this right side. So let's go to Jose Rizal's imprisoned area. We are here at Ras Suleiman, a former military barracks of the Spanish colonial era, and this was a theater during World War II. As you can see, the ruins, this was also bombed in flames by American soldiers during World War II. Here's a small stage over here during World War II. Japanese soldiers also execute Filipinos over here on this stage, and this is also acts as a theater during World War II. But during the Spanish era, this was a barracks for Spanish officers, Spanish young officers during the Spanish era. And right over there where Jose Rizal was imprisoned, that was the real Jose Rizal's cell, prison cell. Let's go mga ka-vlog spot. What's up ka-vlog spot? This is the exact location of the prison cell of Dr. Jose Rizal. As you can see inside, there is Dr. Jose Rizal inside the prison cell, and down there is where you can see the coins thrown by the tourists for good luck. So this place are the prison cells during the Spanish era and also the Japanese era during World War II. A big eel or a big snake caught on my camera in the water of Pasig River, swimming along the Pasig River. It could be a big eel or a big snake. Who knows? It could be a big fish.
Igulong.
Palapit siya ng palapit.
We just caught on our camera ka-vlog spot.
So,
It could be a big eel.
mga ka-vlog spot, meron ditong isang nakuhanan. Parang
Oh,
malaking
it's
isda
gone
yata
already.
to. Palapit ng palapit dito sa amin. Close up mo.
It just surfaced in the water.
You can see,
Looks like there is also an entrance here, another tunnel, but they closing up. The Americans maybe closed this place. This is where the Spanish put up their prisoners. They get drowned during high tide season because the river gets high. In that left west side was Tondo district. So let's go out. So now we are here at White Cross. The 600 decomposing bodies of the victims of the atrocities of the Japanese during the World War II, discovered at the dungeons by liberation forces of the United States Army, were buried en masse under the White Marlborough Cross. So here's the White Cross. This was a mass grave for those 600 dead corpses that was found down here in the dungeon. So we're going to the dungeon later on for a while. So let's see. In memory of victims at Fort Santiago, on this site lie the mortal remains of approximately 600 Filipinos. Their bodies were found inside a nearby dungeon, where victims of the atrocities perpetrated by the Japanese Imperial Forces were imprisoned during the last days of February during the Battle of Manila in 1945. The memory of all these unknown victims of Japanese atrocities will live forever in the hearts and minds of the Filipino people. So this is the White Cross, and this is the whole mass grave of the 600 people. They were buried here. So over there is the dungeon. So we're going to the dungeon. So we are here at the dungeon where the body of the 600 war victims were found, where their bodies were decomposing, and during the war the Japanese poured gasoline and burned them alive, and they were found by the American forces during the liberation of Manila. And I think so the tunnel was temporarily closed. So let's see ka-vlogspot. I make History Fortress Lego Educational Center. So these are made of Legos. This is the Palacio Gobernador model made by Lego. Iglesia de Santo Domingo Church, also made by Lego. Cabildo Ayuntamiento de Manila. But the roofing is made of, I think it's carton or cardboard. Iglesia de Francisco, another church. Aduana, Intendencia. San Ignacio Intramuros, San Ignacio Church. So we are here inside a former ammunition depot of the Spanish colonial era. This turned into a museum of Lego. So there's a lot of Lego models here. This is the Central Post Office. Calle Crisologo in Bigan, Ilocos Sur. while the other side is closed, off limits for tourists, no entry. And a jeep. This whole place is a former ammunition site during the Spanish colonial era. As you can see, it turns into a museum of Lego building blocks. These are all Lego blocks. Different kinds of model. Over here in my back is the former Spanish ammunition storage during the Spanish era, and also a torture chamber during the World War II by the Japanese Imperial Army. And on my back is where the 600 decomposing bodies found during the liberation of Manila, that when the Americans liberated in 1945, and the 600 bodies were found burned, and some of the victims were burned alive with the dead bodies. And on this side is the Pasig River. So here is a prison cell, a torture chamber during the Spanish era, and the water from the river rises, and the prisoners here are drowned. Also during the World War II, the Japanese put the prisoners there and let them get drowned during high tide season. This place was so creepy. As you can see down there, you will get drowned because there is a small hole over there, and the prisoners will get drowned because of the river over there will get high during high time season. As the same spot, another prison cell where the Filipinos and the Americans during the World War II were put here, where the Japanese Imperial Navy, and just let them drown there in the Pasig River. You can see the structure, and this is connected to the ammunition depot. Another prison cell, another torture prison cell here with coins down there. This was put by the tourists to give them good luck. And a Spanish watchtower. This is a Spanish watchtower. Okay. A replica of a Spanish prison guard. Let's see what you can see here. So you can see the whole area of the Pasig River on both sides. This is the Tondo area. You can see the whole place of the Pasig River of Manila, the Binondo area. This is also an entrance down near the side of the ammunition depot of the Spanish era. But during the World War II, this is a torture chamber where this is connected to the 600 dead bodies found inside and burned alive. And during high tide season, you can get drowned inside. That's why they close this, because the water from the river rises up inside the prison cell. So as you can see here, there's a torture chamber inside during the Spanish colonial era and the Japanese invasion during World War II. This is where the Filipinos during the Spanish era were tortured, and the Filipinos and Americans during the Japanese invasion, the Japanese tortured the Filipinos there and the Americans inside. Experience the World War II scene, come here to Fort Santiago in Intramuros and you can see the whole structures of the old era of Manila, where the Japanese and the Spanish colonial days were held here. On this side is a golf course. It was covered up in camouflage so the tourists could not see the golf station. So let's go up. As you can see here, both sides here has roof stairs going up down there. Let's go. Linis pa. The Dambanang Rizal sa Port Santiago, another prison site of Dr. Jose Rizal during the Spanish colonial era, and this was renovated somewhere in the 1950s. This was destroyed also during the bombing of Battle of Manila. Shrine of Jose Rizal. Let's go mga ka-vlog spot. So you can see the ruins. They turned this into a museum. So here's the backside of Port Santiago. The exit of Dr. Jose Rizal's museum. There's an excavation ongoing here. Another Japanese outpost over there. It's a Japanese outpost. And the ruins where Dr. Jose Rizal also imprisoned. So we are already going out of the main entrance of the center of Port Santiago. World War II Japanese outpost over there. As you can see over here, there is also an underground tunnel, but it was kept closed by the Americans maybe after the war. Okay, this is could be a Japanese pillbox or a dungeon entrance here in Port Santiago, but kept closed by the Americans. Spanish colonial era cannon used inside here by the Spanish during the Spanish colonial era. Vlog spot, there is also a recreational area here inside Port Santiago. There is also a souvenir shop, and some restaurants. Here's the souvenir shop called Tesoros. The Tesoros also have a branch here in Ermita, Manila. Here's a lot of souvenirs. There's a small cafe. Inside. A gallery of painting shop. A gallery shop of paintings. There's also Manila Canvas. A small souvenir shop with a cafe inside. There is also the Port Santiago Intramuros Information Center, where you can get infos about tourist guides and other tourist destination inside Intramuros. So what are you waiting for, ka-Vlogspot? Like, subscribe, and share for our Tito J Vlogs Manila Vlogspot. Thank you. You can see the fee, the dungeons, and the place where I told you the stories, the place where Dr. Jose Rizal was incarcerated, paintings, you can see, memorabilias, and other small paintings, you can see inside, the clothes that Dr. Jose Rizal used when he was alive. You can see it everything here. Even the actual photo during his execution site in Luneta. The structure of the house, the Philippine heroes, the Philippine Revolution. There's a lot of memorabilia you can see inside Port Santiago. You can see it everything here. So I am inviting all the foreigners to come visit the Philippines here in Intramuros, Manila. So you can see the old structures that was bombed and the souvenir shop inside Jose Rizal's prisoner cell. You can see different sizes of t-shirt for you guys out there to fit in. More souvenirs you can buy
end
here.
of the vlog, mga ka-Vlogspot. So what are you waiting for? Subscribe, like, and share for our Tito J Vlogs Manila Vlogspot. Thank you.